and I say it respectfully.
No, the trend on me, God darn it. My conscience not ready, and that's okay. Know the trend over me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. You gonna have folks in different tax bracket throwing you the evil lie, low predicting spoken in a toxic way. But hold on 1 second, the devil told so many lies. Well, you know how to count before you act. The energy is different when it comes to maturing. You know that shape different? Hold on 1 second. You know, that shift of thinking, it actually hits different. You know, you can come up with a million ways to end day when it comes to, hold on 1 second, motivating yourself to come into the motivation of improving. No, it's a trick, though, but you know, it don't matter your tax bracket in the day. You know, always be yourself with no malicious. You know, my content is not for everybody, and that's okay. Know the change over me. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I'm healing from a hate crime that was done to me, or whatever the case may be. But you know, never dim your light when someone send you the evil lie. Even days when you can't relate to, hold on 1 second, being on the same page. Because hold on 1 second, we all don't have the type of motivation. Hello, player with Spodak. Hello, we all not the goddamn same. I'm just saying, I'm far from my hater neighbor. We ain't the same neighbor. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and this is peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. Hi to the genuine ones only. Hi, I'm peace. I bring peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Don't dim your like neighbor. I'm far from the hate. It's okay to do the thinking. You know, hold on 1 second. Naya? What's up, peace? I don't think they ready for us. You don't think so? Nah. Let's go, Naya. You know, shift your thinking, improving. You know, go within, understand your blessings. You motivate yourself, don't dim your light. The outside world's gonna try to discourage you. But when the right people by your side, they respect you. RESPCT, energy is different. Was never competition. Catch your blessing, don't dim your light. Catch your blessing, don't dim your light. You matter, you're worthy. All right, Naya, gotta go. Always be yourself with no malicious. Don't tell me you're like neighbor. We far from haters. We don't worship the devil, or even on our worst day. Love yourself. Don't dim your light. You know, I heard nobody's watching you, Naya. But we our biggest cheerleader at the end of the day. And the right people that cheerlead for us, they ain't sitting us. They will lie. Lord, ain't creating a hate train. We all ain't the same. Far from the hater, neighbor. Don't dim your light, getting discouraged because someone ain't ruining you on. You matter, you're worthy. Never feel wrong with speaking up for yourself. Even when they say that you miss you, stay far from the crash out, far from the hater. Never dim your light, neighbor. I gotta go. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me. Always be yourself when someone sends you the evil eye or projects spoke towards you or doesn't want you to understand the definition of FAITH. You know, my content is not for everyone. And today is currently October 15th, 2025. You know, when you're comfortable in your skin, can't nobody discourage you. You know, stepping out on faith, regardless of what you're going through, regardless if it's dealing with your health situation or not, at the end of the day, never allow someone projection to make you feel like you're wrong because you're comfortable who you are. You know when they try to paint you a crash out, but you truly fall from that? No, even shit though, you can talk about my face all day long, what I got going on today. I'm just trying to heal. Hello, neighbor, being authentic. That's the gift about life. When you could be yourself. You know, trying to fit in with folks at the end of the day that doesn't see you, hear you, or respect you. That wasn't supposed to be part of your vocabulary, and I say it respectfully. You know, because you're going to have folks that want you to fit in they it group, or that mean girl group, or the mean guy group, or whatever the case may be. You know, to kick the next person down because y'all may not pray the same, or y'all may not relate to certain things the same at the end of the day. But when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They not sending you the evil lie, all predictions spoken towards you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You know, it's not a crime to speak up for yourself. Regardless to your tax back, if you come from poverty, pain, or not at the end of the day. Never allow someone to project fear in you. And not say it respectfully. Because when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you. my content is not for everyone.
No, it's a shit, don't be goddamn it. My consequence, that's okay. You know, it's a shit purpose only. No, it's a shit, don't be. You ever watch, them full content creators, whatever the case may be? The devil's a goddamn lie. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Have you ever thought to yourself at the end of the day, when you finish eating a good meal or whatever the case may be, and actually was, hold on 1 second, I need to chill. No, it's a shit, don't be. You ever realize that, hold on 1 second, you had to take that first yawn to realize, hold on 1 second, not only did I eat too much, but the food was good. No, the shit on me. Hold on 1 second. I think they be misleading us when it comes to their food reviews. No, it's the trade on me. Not one yard, not one. I'm tired. No, for real. They are so not authentic at all. No, the trade on me. You ever ate a meal or whatever the case may be? And it didn't have to be a holiday or nothing. But when you see one of these food creators and they got one of your little favorite meals or whatever the case may be in front of you, and you're like, you know what? I like to watch food reviews to give me an idea what I want to cook for the week or what I may want later on when I get a couple of dollars in my pocket. It's a train off me. Only the hold on 1 second. You mean to tell me not one yarn, not one goddamn time? No, it's a trick on me, you lying son of a sack of shit. It's a trick on me. So you mean to tell me you ate all that fucking food? Where did it really go? No, it's a trick on me. Because it didn't go to your head, because at the end of the day, your brain cell actually worked around. Hold on 1 second. Sleepy? No, it's a trick on me. These motherfuckers don't look tired at all. They look like they could need another meal tooth at the end of the day. You mean to tell me that you just do free reviews in the day to throw your food in the garbage? No, that's a trick on me. It's people out here that actually could use that meal instead of you abusing it to realize. Hold on 1 second.
Wasting food. It be the train of thought for me. How folks do things for likes and views and clout chasing the fame. They rather talk about something at the end of the day for likes and views and fame. But hold on 1 second, they was never on the same page when it came to their viewers that day being authentic. How this type of stuff actually happens, how you confuse the view at the end of the day. I don't mean no disrespect because everybody doesn't yawn, but hold on 1 second. Damn.
The next person ate the same goddamn meal. I'm tired. I gotta go to sleep. No, I'll talk to y'all later.
My content is not for everyone. It's not a crime to be authentic. And I say that respectfully. God was never for likes and views and clout chasing or fame. My content is not for everyone. And the same purpose only.
No, that's a trick on me. When you're from New York City or whatever the case may be, a big city or a city that, supposedly not supposed to sleep. No, that's a trick on me. I don't know what's been going on this day and age. That's a trick on me because everybody been goddamn sleep. No, it's a trick on me. You ever had that one family member or relative that never takes the train or they didn't take the train in a long time and only read the hold on 1 second, they having a mental health crisis? No, that's a trick on me. They fucking found a ballerina on the goddamn train. Ah! You came across someone at the end of the day that wanted to do a lap dance in front of you and you least expected? I didn't sign up for this bullshit. I didn't sign up to get sucked on my goddamn free will. And only hold on 1 second. Everybody like, clap for me. Yeah, clap for me. You ever realize in the day, a motherfucker starts to get on a motherfucking pole and shit, and then you realize, hold on 1 second. You didn't say give you space, motherfucker. No, that's a trade, don't me. You ever been in shock the day when you looking at your folks' face and you know how this operating shit goes the day? No, the trade don't me because it's actually fucking hilarious. Because you know what? When you put them in the middle of something at the end of the day, and you know what's about to happen, and you try to warn them before warning them, all they kept saying was, huh? What do you mean? You about to have a treat. Well, you about to day, a motherfucker that weighed over 400 pounds just did a 360 flip over the motherfucking ceiling. You ever saw the train just get so quiet? Even the train got quiet when it came to the wheels. Even the conductor was concerned. That bitch fucking did not hit the floor. Oh, I thought I had to call EMS, bitch. Oh, my God. I'm not on my fucking tour. Please, motherfucker, not on my tour. No, the train on me. When you get one of those conductors in the day, that you get that middle card, they peep their head out the goddamn door at the end of the day. They hearing the clapping and shit, the music and shit. They want to tell you to keep it down, but, they want to see you smile, too. Get your little couple of dollars, homegirl, homeboy. It's a trade over me. But don't hurt yourself on my tour. It's the trade over me. This motherfucker's so shocked today. It's their first day with a motherfucking job. And they not used to taking the goddamn train on a regular day. And they was just so blown away by all the talent to be seen in New York City. It's a train on me. Motherfuckers doing cartwheels and shit. They got a story to tell when they go to fuck home. No, it's a train on me. Cause it just blows their motherfucking mind. Cause they so confused of being confused. They acting the consumers on the damn train is. Did y'all see that? Everybody's just like this. Yeah. Like everybody just took a spliff at the same goddamn time on the same goddamn page of Maslow. Yeah. And it checked on me. You ever have someone dance in front of you and you thought they was on beat when it came to the rhythm, but the music was truly completely off? And you wanted to tell them at the end of the day, change the music. No other checked on me. You ever had one of the motherfuckers on the train today? Showtime, showtime, showtime. You know, we mad hype today because, you know, we about to see a show because, you know why? When you go through certain train stops today, that motherfucker today ain't gonna stop for a long time. No other train gonna be hurry the fuck up. No other train gonna be honest up with this bullshit. First of all, you sitting there, got a headache, can't wait to go home, can't wait to go mind your business. You didn't ask for this bullshit, and all you feel is a motherfucker just you paid your change to get on the train, and only to be violated by somebody at the end of the day. And only about to hold on 1 second. How the fuck would you twirl it and twirl it and twirl it and twirl it to the end of the goddamn ball, motherfucker? How the fuck did you do that? No, the train don't me. Motherfuckers is very, you know, their body is very gymnasticsy at the end of the day. Like, damn, you trying to figure out shit, bitch. I'm still trying to get to the motherfucking gym. How the fuck did you do that? And especially being a woman at the end of the day when you trying to do a little two-step for your man in the bedroom and shit, and there's a man doing some shit like that, like, you straight? It's a straight, Toby. What the fuck? It's straight, Toby. You know, do you teach classes and what time and where, if you don't mind? Because, you know, this may not work out in the long run for you, but you probably could get the right people to come check you out at the end of the day. No, teach them a couple of things at the end of the day. What the fuck? That pole on the train? And the goddamn train just moving the back and the forth and the back. Up and it just stopped short and all types. And you still balanced. You've been shocked. Every changed off me. I'm Naya, you know, but my content is not for everybody. Entertainment purpose only. No, it's the train though for me. Entertainment purpose only. You ever been minding your business, mind your business, start to rewrite your weight your mental health when it comes to your childhood and day? No, for real. You know, being a teenager, whatever the case may be, or a youngin, a little bit more younger than that. You know, our youth age in the day. We were scared to go between the cars. I'm sorry, not sorry. Are you crazy? And the train told me these motherfucking kids nowadays are so motherfucking bold and they what the fuck they got going on. You know, we gotta bring motherfucking awareness to this bullshit. No, for real, because it is. You know, when we was growing up and shit, when that motherfucking car started to turn, you mean to tell me it's a gap between that motherfucking car and that's how deep it is? Bitch, I'm about to have a seat over here. When the train stop, I'm gonna walk out and go to the other side of the train. No, the train told me, bitch, I ain't gonna lose my life today. Are you stupid? No, the train told me. Like, even just getting lost in the subway system in the day. You having a fucking panic attack. You trying to call home and they trying to figure out where the fuck you at in the day. I don't know. I'm in a train station. It's a train, Tony. What the fuck would stop you at? Knowing your ass don't know where the fuck you at. Trying to pronounce the goddamn street name. You know, because back in the day, people was more polite and shit. No, for real. You stop and pick up the motherfucking payphone. Yo, neighbor! What stop is this? Nevins. Oh, thank you. It's a train call for me. You lost, baby? Yeah, I'm trying to get from uptown to downtown and the stairs are so confusing. No, the train on me. When you know, even till to this day, you know, of our age and day, you know, we don't take the train a long fucking time. The motherfucking stairs and up and downtown is still fucking confusing. Then you gotta fucking walk blocks and months of blocks. Who the fuck created this bullshit? I didn't sign up for this bullshit. I know you didn't either. Neighbor. You know, safety is first.
It's nothing fun about someone losing their life, and I say this respectfully. No mother or father should have to bury their child because someone decides to surf on top of a train. And I say that respectfully, regardless to how old they are. As young as 9, 10 years old, going up to their teens, it's sin thought for me. You know, the youth at the end of the day, they matter and they are worthy too. You know, it's not for likes and views of cloud chasing or fame. That ain't just different when we pour into our neighbor in the most healthiest way. A mother and father may not know what's going on behind closed doors. A mother and father may be aware and they tell each other and they don't do something like that because you could hurt yourself. But you know, everybody's not the same at the end of the day. When it comes to comprehension, they don't listen. Hold on one second. They overlook at the end of the day it's not dangerous. This type of stuff actually happens. Nobody should lose their life because of the fact that they decided to make a lack of self-awareness decision because it became the norm, it became the trend when it came to a certain age group. And I say that respectfully. Sometimes peer pressure is real. And sometimes you least expect it. You probably have a friend that projected sporic on you when you least expect it. Because this type of stuff actually happens. There's a such thing as witches and warlocks. There's a such thing as someone practicing the evil eye towards you. There's a such thing as someone projecting sporic towards you. Doesn't matter what community that someone comes from at the end of the day. No, it doesn't. Someone can have a mindset of envy and jealousy towards you. But we projecting paranoia and discouraging moments so you could not become your best self version of yourself. I may not make sense to the average person, but this type of stuff happens because someone will project spell work to cause confusion in your life. Like they could play with your finances, like they could play with your love life, your mental health. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, an adult projecting that on a child or an adult projecting it on their own children. Or an adult projecting that on a stranger that they don't even have to know. And it's someone else's child. Did it matter how old that baby was? No. You know, we all don't pray the same. But respect's a two-way street. You know, my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I'm far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. No mother or father or loved one should lose a child due to jealousy, envy, or hate, or insecurity being projected on a baby, or their family member, or someone projecting spoke towards someone, or someone sending someone an evil eye. How this type of stuff happens is starting to become the norm on a day-to-day basis. How folks use their gifts for all the wrong instead of pouring into themselves. They see someone as competition. They don't like for someone for their own insecurity reasons. They don't like someone because, hold on one second, I just ain't got nothing better to do with my day. So I'm going to project sport on somebody. I'm going to cause chaos and confusion in their life. I'm going to rob them mentally, spiritually, financially, even energy harvest of the energy, how people have this type of mindset. I don't operate like that because I'm far from a hater. I know how to respect my neighbor. I don't play with magic and I don't play with spell work. Good day, bad day, all misunderstand they regards to what you did to me. And I say that respectfully. It's not a crime to speak up for yourself. You know, in certain communities, in certain cultures or whatever the case may be, you're labeled as a snitch because you speak up for yourself. You're labeled as this and that until it's your household or someone you love and care about, or when someone projects a hate crime towards someone that you love and care about, or when someone projects domestic violence to someone you care and love at the end of the day. The list continues goes on. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself, no intentions. No mother or father should have their child stripped away from them because someone has the mindset of jealousy, envy, or hate. Or someone's insecure because they can't have a child. Someone's insecure or jealous or envy of you because they have controlling issues and they don't want you to continue to blossom and maintain the smile, to continue to be focused regardless of keeping poverty and pain. They don't want you to pour into your baby. They rather your household to be divided. regardless to who didn't know how to love you or respect you or protect you. How this type of stuff actually happens. How certain folks will try to hold something over your head for years and months and decades at a time because they see you in the light at the end of the day that you've been outgrew, or it was just the light that they just been in a mindset of being stuck and they just couldn't see you or society at the end of the day. They just want to ruin you as an individual, being a good mother and a father. You don't have to do drugs. You don't have to be a sex worker. You know how to provide a roof over your head for your child. And you know how to pour into yourself to love yourself, even when you have good and bad days. You're not trying to abandon that baby. You know how to love that baby. You know how to respect that baby. You're not trying to hurt that baby. You want to protect that baby's heart. You want to protect that baby's mental health. You want to protect that baby from the outside world. And especially that we live in a spiritual world, and how folks will project sport towards someone's child, or folks will project the evil eye towards someone's child because they're unique, they're different, they're authentic, and they're your baby. You brought a gift into this world that was a miracle, and your baby may be gifted spiritually, your baby may be gifted and talented in their own special creativity ways at the end of the day. And you don't want the outside world to dim their baby's light, to make them feel like they slow, stupid, or retarded, or wrong for choosing themselves. You know, my content is not for everybody. You can call me slow, stupid, retarded all day long, but my content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself. Regardless to who has me shadow banned, regardless to what man or woman is threatening my life, regardless to what man or woman has me shadow banned or a child, at the end of the day, I would never hurt myself. And it's not a crime to be authentic. I am far from a hater. When a man or woman threatens your life, that your voice does not matter because of their tax bracket, or because of the environment they come from, or because they have a hate train that will go up against you, never allow someone to project fear in you. Never allow someone to dim your light of you choosing you. Never allow someone to discourage you. Never allow someone to make you feel like you have to live in fear walking out your door. And I say that respectfully. You know, individuals will think they throwing sport at you because you may be an antisocial person. You may be a popular loner, and you pick and choose when you want to leave out your household. How folks would swear up and down, they throwing sport at you, but you pick and choose when you want to leave out your household. You pick and choose when you want to go to that restaurant. You pick and choose when you want to go here, when you want to go there, to be comfortable in your own skin. How folks would swear they projecting sport on you, but when we live in the spiritual world, you know, God reveals the devil on the enemy when folks least expect it. We may not pray to the same God. We may not pray to the same folks at the end of the day. And everybody's not part of an organization. Everybody's not part of a clique or a cult or whatever the case may be, or a coven. But they know how to respect their neighbor. And when someone is not for them, they're not sending someone an evil eye, or projecting a hate train towards somebody, or projecting sport towards somebody. You know, when it comes to my creativity, one thing about me, if you're a real, genuine one, a lot of the topics that I've been talking about for the last couple of years now, I never switched up. My topics always been just a little bit of everything. And I always refresh to go back on certain topics. It doesn't matter what it was that day. So if you feel that I'm talking about you personally at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with me. And I say that respectfully. You know, I have individuals sending me the evil eye, projecting sport towards me, all because it's hitting home towards them, or they make an assumption I'm talking about them. My content is not for everyone. I help people every single day. They may not tell me I'm helping them. I respect my neighbor. I can give flowers to my neighbor at the end of the day. But when the folks at the end of the day don't want to put respect on your name because it's you, you could do it from a distance too. You know, because when God sends the right people into your life, regardless to what trials and tribulations you're going through in life at the end of the day, and regardless to who you pray to, respect is a two-way street. They're not sending you the evil lie. It's genuine when they acknowledge you. It's genuine when they respect you. It's genuine when they having a conversation with you. You know, but then folks want to switch up. They want to be part of the hate train. They want to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or even energy, harvest off your energy, or project sport towards you, or even send you the evil lie. You know, one thing I don't do is run from my past, regardless who tries to control the narrative of who I am. I know how to repeat what I did that day. I know how to repeat any he say, she say. Even at the end of the day, when someone tries to dig up my past, regardless of a lie or not, at the end of the day, I don't run from who I am. And I say that respectfully. You know, regardless if you come from poverty and pain, not everybody is willing to start their healing process. Regardless if it's spiritual, starting to grow within, or regardless if it's starting within when it comes to actual healing, childhood trauma or adulthood trauma. You know, my content is not for everybody. You know, you can judge me all day long as to how I show up. I may have mommy and daddy issues. That's not the case. Because if I had mommy and daddy issues at the end of the day, trust and believe, I'll still be stuck in a chapter that you wouldn't be able to relate to. And I say that respectfully. I wouldn't be able to speak for myself today. And I say that respectfully. Because when an individual has mommy and daddy issues at the end of the day, it's a wall that the world can't relate to. Someone speaking. Someone seeing them. Someone acknowledging them. But when you have God's acknowledgement, that energy is different. So when you take time and understand God is real, you know, regardless when the devil or the enemy say God is not real, I got your back against the wall. I'm trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. I'm playing in your energy. I'm energy harvesting off your energy. I'm gaining access at the end of the day, projecting spoke towards you, all types of stuff. You know, God sees everything that the enemy or the devil is doing. Even when you gang stalk someone, hack the device, their emails, their accounts, or whatever the case may be that you're doing, or play with their mail, or whatever it is that you're doing that day. God sees everything. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but my content is not for everyone. You know, when you allow yourself to grow, you know, it's more than 200 ways. It's more than 1,000 ways to improve your life, regardless if you came from poverty and pain, regardless if you was that addict, regardless if you was that dope dealer, regardless if you was that sex worker, regardless if you was that person at the end of the day that didn't have good intentions, because all you knew from a child point of view was to project sport. But hold on one second, you're getting tired. It's draining you out. You want to have a family. You want to be able to pour into yourself, and you want to look at life a lot more differently, but you feel so stuck because certain things from your past is hindering you back. You know, this type of stuff actually happens. Or you could be a person that's a cheater and you don't know how to outgrow those ways. You could be a person that's a liar or manipulator at the end of the day, and you don't know how to outgrow those ways because you've been doing it for so long since a child. You know, I never said I was perfect, but I know I'm worthy. And I'm worthy of the right people respecting me. And I'm worthy of the right people showing up for me, regardless to what you heard about me at the end of the day. Regardless of when they tried to blackmail me against me. At the end of the day, you didn't hear my side of my story at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, of course, you know, I never said I was perfect. But I knew I was worth it. Every community is truly not for you. Every doctor's not for you. Every teacher's not for you. Every lawyer is not for you. Every loved one is not for you. It's a train of thought for me. And the list continues to go on. You know, my content is not for everyone. It's not. But I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself regardless who's trying to paint me out to be a crash out, paint me out to be mentally unstable because they're willing to use my documentations to blackmail me against me. You know, I have this stuff on my face. I am beautiful. I love me. But I'm healing from a hate crime that was done to me. You know, we live in a spiritual world. You don't have to know somebody or not for someone to project spell work towards you. And I say that respectfully. Love you. You know, when it comes to loving you, it's not an overnight process because you have to willing to choose you every single day. Some people forget to choose themselves. They just get out of bed and just start their day. They forget to brush their teeth. They forget to wash their ass. They may not have no soap. They may not have no food. They may not understand how do I go from point A to Z. Who hears me? Who sees me? I'm battling so they can't relate to. They say they hate me, but they overlook me. We laughing and kiki at the end of the day, but hold on one second. You was wearing a mask for so long. Only of us to hold on one second is pouring into the wrong cup. Only of us to hold on one second. Not everybody had to do you wrong, but the same ones at the same time too. they would never understand you at the end of the day because you still have trust issues choosing you. You know, my content is not for everyone. You know, when it comes to expressing yourself to certain individuals, you could be in a whole marriage. You could be in a whole relationship with someone that you love so deeply. But there's just still certain things that you don't feel comfortable of expressing yourself to certain individuals. Regardless to how long you've been in a relationship for, it may be someone that you've been in your life for over 20, 30, 40 years. It's still that moment where you feel like, hold on a second, I still feel choked up, but still I feel like I have these people around me, but they still don't hear me. They don't understand me. Hold on one second, yeah, they confide in me, they hear me, they pour into me, but I still feel empty. You know, healing, trauma, and pains are the race. And when the right people see you, they respect you. Regardless if you lost a loved one or not. Regardless if that relationship didn't work out. Regardless if that job opportunity didn't come through for you. Regardless if you're still waiting for a job opportunity at the end of the day. If you're waiting for that person to spin a block on you at the end of the day because you want them in your life. Everybody is not meant to be in your life. And when God sends the right people into your life, regardless if it's job-wise, relationship-wise, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you. It doesn't matter how far of a distance you can be. You could be in the next continent. You could be in the next borough. You could be in the next county from somebody. And you could have folks right next to you. It only best to hold on one second. Somebody sees me. Someone understands me. I'm not bugging. I'm not delusional. I'm not crazy. And they're not judging me. They're not disrespecting me because of my flaws. And they're not doing it for likes if used to blackmail me. They're not doing it for likes if used to clout chasing or fame. And they're not trying to hurt me. They're not trying to hurt me with my own words or throw it in my face as years to come. That ain't just different. You know, my content is not for everyone. And that's okay. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Always be yourself. Healing trauma and pain from a child point of view going into adulthood, it's never an overnight process. And it's not a walk in the park. And I say that respectfully. Folks will try to compete with you, but you got to keep up with your own shoes to relate to who you're willing to choose. You. I may not make sense to the average person. I wasn't meant to. But to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions that's not sending the evil lie or projecting spirit towards me, I appreciate your time. And I say it respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions.
Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Hi to the GU. No, yeah, you need to turn the comment section on. Yeah, come on, dang. See, well, y'all going to act right because I want to say hi to the GU ones only. Peace and respect your neighbor. Don't shortchange yourself. Peace and respect your neighbor. Don't shortchange yourself. Yeah, you're beautiful. You're handsome. Don't dim your light. Yeah, the universe is beautiful. Don't dim your light. Don't dim your light. It's a better day ahead. No, for real. It really is. Think for yourself. Then think for yourself. Don't dim your light, neighbor. Have a good day. I'm peace. I bring peace. Always be yourself and no malicious intentions, everyone. Let it go. Stop the violence.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I love to talk about love. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one actually for you. You know, an introduction. So fruitful. You know, y'all may not pray the same, but God should allow you to feel that one day someone could truly relate to you. Only rest the hold on 1 second, your future truly approached you. Your future actually approached you. You know, they wasn't doing it for likes and music, cloud chasing, or fame. The hand is just different. Someone truly showed you, hold on 1 second, being on the same page. You know, being authentic, they wasn't trying to switch up on you. Someone truly shows you it was okay to be in your own skin. Hold on 1 second, they wasn't trying to project insecurity on you. Someone was trying to fumble you, let them disrespect you. Hold on 1 second, they was far from looking at you like a joke at the end of the day when your past fumbled you that day. You know, someone protecting your heart, let on your mental health. Someone knew how to fix your crown to maintain your smile. Imagine the love of your life didn't have to pretend. They was asking God for direction when it comes to order. Hold on 1 second. Please show me the right direction. You know, when God gave you access to someone's heart, That energy is different. It wasn't playing for keeps at the end of the day. It was meaning what you say and say what you mean. Fulfill those shoes, being comfortable in your own skin, loving someone on the same page with no malicious intentions. That motivation is different. You may not make sense to the average person, but when the outside world try to send you spoken in a toxic way, God's going to protect that divine couple. Only was the hold on 1 second because God was on time, showing you the hold on 1 second. It's okay to love. Wow. Someone allows you to heal that wound, trauma and pain. You ever been abused, disrespected, humiliated, stood up? You know, someone taking your kindness or weakness, having their cake and eat it too, but that wasn't part of your rotation. And when it comes to hold on 1 second, someone truly being faithful to you, you know, that energy is different when someone didn't have to switch up on you. They was truly showing you motivation is different. That hold on 1 second, they was part of the hate train. They wasn't putting you in competition when the hold on 1 second. They knew how to protect your peace. That hold on 1 second, they was on the same page, not to play mind manipulation games. Someone bringing peace into your life, not to dim your light. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. That ain't just different. Someone that look at you like competition was far from lust. Someone that had to play with sport to get your time and day, let alone get physical, hold on 1 second, being on the same page. It allowed you to change your mindset when it came to your boundaries. Open up in the door at the end of the day, only with the hold on 1 second, this chapter actually is different. It went from one chapter to the next chapter to the next chapter, how your future truly allowed you to feel while you believe in your faith. You know, two people be on the same page, operating out of real love, only for someone to keep it real with you, love. That door open for all the right reasons, and God was working in mysterious ways. You know, you have to worship the devil when you least expect it. You know, you have to sell your soul when you rest the hold on 1 second. God was truly showing you rejection when it came to your past. They tried to humiliate you at the end of the day. When it came to that table, only rest the hold on 1 second. God allowed you to smile when it comes to your future, how God was holding it down. You know, because when you look in the mirror today, you handsome and you are beautiful. Someone didn't understand your worth. They lost a blessing. Only was the hold on 1 second, you was truly the miracle. Only was the hold on 1 second when your future walked into your life. They were truly showing at the end of the day they could treat you right the first time around. True love was never complicated when someone wasn't overlooking you. To show at the end of the day, true love was real and one of a kind. Someone true to you. You know, someone was your biggest cheerleader up close in person behind closed doors. The energy is different. Someone not switching up on you. You know, y'all both was on the same, y'all both was on that page at the end of the day, you know, when it comes to having y'all cake and eat it too. Because you're a one-person person. Only was a hold on 1 second. God finally understood your point of view. You know, because the devil tried to stop you. The enemy had to call him. But hold on 1 second. God truly shows you was far from boring. You know, when someone said that you was whack, you corny, you boring at the end of the day, only was the hold on 1 second, they couldn't keep up with you.
Now, in the trade, don't be real love.
Someone respecting you. Someone being genuine, kind, being loyal to you the first time around. Only was the hold on 1 second. Time allows you to feel while you unwind. Being emotionally available. Two people be on the same page. Only was the hold on 1 second. God didn't make a mistake. When God still allows you to understand why you healed that open wound, to accept, I love you. That ain't just different. When someone actually meant what they said that day, they was able to fulfill those shoes when they least expected. They wasn't doing it for likes, music, cloud chasing, the fame, because God was never for sale when someone was really keeping it real. They had to manipulate God when they said, hold on 1 second, God was really keeping it real. You know, my content is not for everyone. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Regardless of who has me shadow banned or who's gang stalking me at the end of the day, I would never hurt myself, and I'm far from a crash out, regardless who's trying to blackmail me against me. Always be yourself, no intentions. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always have since day one. Regardless of trying to take credit for my creativity at the end of the day, I work alone. And I say it respectfully. You know, gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for like if it's a cloud chasing or fame. People would tamper with your mail, your packages. They will monitor your call screens, see who you're talking to. They will invade your space when it comes to your emails, your accounts, and paint you to be crazy. They will monitor your every move, regardless to from the time you leave out your household, from the time that you go from point A to Z. How this type of stuff actually happens. They will even pay people to project fear in you, disrespect you, bring harm towards you. They would even dig up your past at the end of the day to pay them to stay away from you. They would even make you feel like you're alone and you're not worthy of choosing you. They want you to be in a mindset of feeling at the end of the day, you don't have nobody. But God should keep it real. We ain't the same when God allows you to heal. You know, because when you got that bond with God, it's different. You know, they would even try to make you homeless. They would try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or even energy harvest over your energy. They would even try to put you in a cyber or even get you locked up. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, my content is not for everyone. And I don't live in fear, and I would never hurt myself regardless of what man or woman is threatening my life. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself. Today is currently October 15th, 2025, and it's currently 10:44 p.m. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I may be corny to you, I may be whack to you, or whatever the case may be, but I'm not for you. There's no need to send me the evil lie or project forward towards me at the end of the day, because you can find someone else to be entertained by. And I say that respectfully. I don't dibble and dabble with magic or sport at the end of the day, or I don't got time to send someone an evil eye. I never knew it was a crime to be your authentic self. I love to create art, regardless to if I'm drawing, regardless if I'm doing theater, regardless if I'm doing a little bit of everything, poetry or not at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. I love to create. And I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I'm not going to stop being myself because someone wants to project fear in me, or someone wants to try to scare me, or someone wants to make me to feel like I'm not worthy of choosing me, being authentic in my own skin, regardless of what I'm going through right now. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. Never give up on yourself because someone didn't know how to pour into you, respect you. They didn't know how to acknowledge you. They didn't know how to meet you halfway. They rather disrespect you, bring harm towards you, or try to blackmail you against you. And you always still had a beautiful heart regardless to the circumstances that someone put you in, or regardless if someone was projecting spoke towards you, or regardless if someone sent you an evil lie, or they had to have a hate train towards you, someone said you didn't have potential, but your heart never switched up. You always remain the same with that beautiful heart when it comes to overcoming what you've been doing. You're still being patient with time and day. You matter and you're worthy and your voice matters too. And especially when you're doing it for likes, views, or clout, chasing, or fame. We weren't the same because God was never for so into keeping it real.
We don't pray the same, but I know how to respect my neighbor. I gotta go.
Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community, stop the violence in the community.
Peace and respect, neighbors, little ones. You better want it on them, you like, gotta go, never on them, you like, I gotta go.
You know, it's not a crime to be authentic. You know, people would try to bully you out of you being yourself, or people be so inspired but not put respect in your name because they motivated by you or they inspired. But they won't give you credit when it's due. But always remember, when you're a child of God and you're not doing it for likes, views, clout, chasing, or fame, God sees everything. And God never overlooked you. Because when God sends the right people into your life, respect's going to be a two-way street. Things is different. The grass is beautiful on the side. And I say respectfully, continue to pour into you. Healing, trauma, and pain is not a race or an overnight process. But you are worthy to overcome those rainy days. And you're never alone. And I say respectfully, and especially, I'm praying for my neighbor, not against my neighbor. We ain't the same neighbor.
Now, I gotta go. Oh, be yourself with no molested intentions.
I'm not your general respecting. I'm far from a hater.